Dawn wanted a pop-up blind that had a floor in it, and after doing some research, this is actually the only one I could find. It's called a Funhorun pop-up blind. After we purchased the first one, I loved it so much that I asked Dawn to go on and buy me one, and now he's putting up our second one, and I can't wait to get out there and use it. This floor zips in so easy with absolutely no aggravation.
All right, have one more last piece of plywood. Like I said, this is only 1/4 inch plywood. And the only reason why I'm using 1/4 inch is because that's what I have in my storage. It'd be better with some 5/8 CDX. But anyways, putting down this piece of plywood on top of our zip-in floor, and then throwing down a couple pieces of carpet. And then Claire's got an office here. This is so nice, I tell you. We went over and got Claire's swivel chair out of her gun blind. We've got the swivel chair. We've got a piece of plywood in here. We have carpet on top of that. We got her little table for her binoculars or cameras and things like that. And she has plenty of room in here to use her crossbow or use her compound, her Sandlita compound bow, and plenty of room for the grandkids. So, and then she has a nice close 15-yard shot over there. And we're on a brand new right away. I just dozed out this year. I got 2 of them, and one's about 1,300 feet. This is about 1,200 feet. But they're all coming back in with all kind of fresh new growth. So, I mean, I got tracks all over this, and up on this part of the place where we live, there's no feeders or anything. And I got about as many tracks up here as I do anywhere. So we're gonna get this all set up. And I'm gonna show you something outside as far as this pop-up blind. You know, another advantage of this Funhorun blind right here, it's so big, it's so wide. Picture, the narrower the blind is, the more suspicious it is to a deer. So that when it's big and wide like that, it just looks like a wall, and it blends in so much easier. It takes a whole lot less of brushing it up to make it blend in. But again, it is so important if you're going to be bow hunting or hunting in warm weather to have a pop-up blind with a floor in it. Because we were just leaving here, going over to Claire's gun blind to get the swivel chair, and the grass is real high, just right along. I ran over about a 5.5 foot rattlesnake, diamondback rattler. And this time of the year, it starts cooling all summer long. I haven't seen any rattlesnakes. The other day, we're going out to put out my Funhorun blind, and we saw about a 3.5, 4 footer. Today, we're coming out. It's a nice, cool morning. Coming out here, set this one up, and I'll be doggone. We saw a 5.5, and that one was a big one. He looked like, you know, hill country rattlers are smaller, but that one looks like a big old South Texas rattlesnake, and that's really scary. So nice that I can put her in here in the morning before daylight, and I don't have to worry about a snake climbing underneath that pop-up blind and getting in there, and also especially with our grandkids. It's so much safer. But anyway, these blinds are so nice. You got that 360-degree view, and I mean, you can see everywhere around here. So you can see places where you can't even shoot, but at least you can see something coming. It's a good idea to bring both zippers all the way up to the top when you get out of your deer blind. That way, in the morning, you're not reaching down by the ground to find your zipper, and it's so much safer for snakes like that. So it's just something, you know, you might want to think about anyway. I've got Claire's brand new 6-gallon feeder hung up, and solar panel and everything's on it. It's feeding. If you want to put a basket on here, that's a great idea. And the easy way to do it is by 1/2 inch by 2 wire mesh. Just wrap it around your barrel, and then you can make your barrel, make your basket real easy. Just tie it together that way. Slide it up, and you can use springs to put it on, but I just use tie wire. But anyways, that way when I've only got 2 pieces of wire on here. When I do ever need to change the time, I just drop that right off. When I come to a feeder, I always set it off. If I set off at least one of the feeders when I'm riding around. So they get real used to me riding around this 4-wheeler. The turkeys, you know how wild turkeys are. Now the turkeys just run over and stop and look at me, the wild turkeys. And the reason why I don't shoot, if I saw the biggest buck in the world, the biggest elk or whatever, I'm not gonna shoot anything off of this 4-wheeler when I'm riding around. And that includes a snake, and it's real hard sometimes. I think, man, I should have had my pistol with me, because I got one of Taurus Judges my son gave me, and that's excellent for shooting a snake. But, you know, I just don't, especially close to hunting season. I don't want to be riding around here, and they hear the 4-wheeler, and they're bam, Because it's getting to be now, every time we come out, we're seeing rattlesnakes. So now, instead of every time I come out and they hear the feeder go off, they're going to hear the four-wheeler and hear me shoot. So I just, if I can throw a rock at him, kill him, or get him with a stick, I will. But that's why I don't carry my Taurus Judge or my 410 shotgun when I'm riding around. I don't want to shoot anything off this four-wheeler. Look through there. Look there. Behind those limbs right there.